From nightclubs to namaste, how King's Cross's world-famous streets are now filled with yoga studios and organic food shops as health-crazed millennials take over the once thriving party district with packed bars, bustling pubs and clubs until morning light. King's Cross was party capital of Sydney, but since lockout laws were introduced in 2014, streets once rammed are all but empty on Saturday night. Brothels, bars and strip clubs have made way for boxing clubs, yoga studios and even health food shops. John Ibrahim's notorious Tunnel nightclub and the Mansions Hotel have both been converted into gyms by Charlie Moore for Daily Mail Australia, published 3:10 British Summer Time, the 2nd of October 2019. Updated 8:33 British Summer Time, the 2nd of October 2019. Advertisement with packed bars, bustling pubs and clubs until morning light. King's Cross used to be the party capital of Sydney. But since lockout laws were introduced in 2014, streets once rammed with revelers are now all but empty on a Saturday night. Instead, the Cross is changing from a nightlife hub into a health zone where millennials can grab a vegan smoothie or hit the gym before work. Brothels, bars and strip clubs have made way for boxing clubs, yoga studios and organic food shops. John Ibrahim's notorious Tunnel nightclub has been converted into a fitness center, and the Mansions Hotel, once a jam-packed pub in the heart of the Cross, is now a Barry's boot camp. Meanwhile, the two most famous strip clubs in the area, Porky's and Dream Girls, will soon be offices with shops on the ground floor next to a thriving new boxing club and gym. Slide me a sign of the times. The building that once hosted John Ibrahim's Tunnel nightclub, left with revelers queuing to get in, has been converted into an Orange Theory fitness. Right. Slide me the Mansions Hotel, left, once a jam-packed pub in the heart of the Cross, is now a Barry's boot camp. Right. A F45 gym has opened next door to Candy's nightclub and World Bar, two of the busiest joints back in the suburbs' heyday. The two most famous strip clubs in the area, Porky's and Dream Girls, pictured, will soon be offices with shops on the ground floor next to a thriving new boxing club and fitness center to the left of the image. A different time, revelers are seen outside the infamous strip club Porky's back in 2012 before the lockout laws came in. Since lockout laws were introduced in 2014, streets once rammed with revelers are now all but empty on a Saturday night. Pictured, an Orange Theory fitness gym and a boxing club are now seen next to Porky's and Dream Girls. When Sydney was fun, a couple are seen having a chat as they walk past Showgirls in King's Cross in 2012, 2 years before lockout laws. Before the lockout laws, hundreds would descend on King's Cross to party. Pictured, the line outside World Bar. Former coffee shop owner Michelle, who used to run Cafe No. 9 in Potts Point, said the whole character of the Cross has changed. It's completely different to how it used to be. She told Daily Mail Australia, the lockout laws have affected everyone. There's no nightlife and there's no atmosphere. Like so many other eateries, Cafe No. 9 was busy at all hours of the day, but it was crippled by the knock-on effects of the lockout laws as fewer people visited the Cross. When the lockout laws came in, I knew we had to either lease or sell, and we decided to sell. Michelle told Daily Mail Australia, it's such a shame. I've seen so many coffee shops shut down, she said. Back in the day, neon signs on Sydney's infamous Darlinghurst Road in King's Cross in 2003. Former coffee shop owner Michelle, who used to run Cafe No. 9 in Potts Point, said the whole character of the Cross has changed. Pictured, gym-goers in activewear walk down a once bustling high street. The Cross is changing from a nightlife hub into a health-focused suburb where millennials can grab a vegan smoothie or hit the gym before work. Pictured, in Paul's personal training studio in King's Cross. Brothels, bars and strip clubs have made way for boxing clubs, yoga studios and health food shops. Pictured, health food and well-being shops side by side in King's Cross. Like so many other eateries, Cafe No. 9 was busy at all hours of the day, but it was crippled by the knock-on effects of the lockout laws in 2014. Pictured as the spot where Cafe No. 9 used to be. Tunnel, which was popular with bikinis and had a strict female majority policy, shut down in 2014 after 26 years. The club cited unpaid debts, but owner John Ibrahim blamed the lockout laws. The manager now works at Cafe Hernandez, which used to open 24 hours per day but now closes at midnight. Joaquin Hernandez, who opened the cafe in 1972, passed it down to his son Kino when he died last month. He is one of the few traders that managed to hold on to their businesses. There have been very good traders who have been here for years who were forced out by the lockout laws, Michelle said. It's completely different to how it used to be. The government needs to change the laws, and if safety is an issue, then we need more cops on the streets. Just 200 meters down the road from the cafe, a health food shop called Health Nuts has opened. On the same block there are now 4 gyms and a yoga studio, servicing mostly young professionals, and a few steps further down Victoria Street is Hustle Boxing, a gym where fitness fanatics take part in high-intensity interval training. The company's founder, Simon Marie, said he has taken advantage of changing clientele. Our market in general are turning their backs on late nights and hangovers and replacing them with early sweat sessions and brunch, he told the Sydney Morning Herald. Not far from the boxing club, the building that once hosted John Ibrahim's Tunnel nightclub has been converted into an Orange Theory fitness tunnel, which was popular with bikis and had a strict female majority policy, shut down in 2014 after 26 years. The club cited unpaid debts, but Ibrahim blamed the lockout laws. If it wasn't for the stupid, retrograde lockout laws in the Cross, the Tunnel, and other great nightclubs would still be going strong, he told commercialrealestate.com.au. We always need to find the right balance between community safety and boosting the nighttime economy, NSW Premier Gladys Berejiklian said of the lockout laws. Pictured, a Barry's boot camp in King's Cross, figures from liquor. Pictured, an F45 gym in King's Cross. Supporters say the lockout laws make the area safer, but opponents say they have killed business. Pictured, a Koi yoga studio in King's Cross. A parliamentary report by the Joint Select Committee on Sydney's nighttime economy advised the state government to lift the lockout laws in the CBD. Pictured, an Anytime Fitness in King's Cross, but he wasn't too disheartened that the main venue of his club empire is being made into a gym. You can't live in the past, and the idea that people will still be in there working up a sweat makes me smile, he said. The changing face of the Cross comes amid debate over where the lockout laws should remain in place. The rules, requiring 1:30 a.m. lockouts and 3 a.m. last drinks at bars in central Sydney, were a response in 2014 to the deaths of 2 young men killed in one-punch attacks on the street. Supporters say they make the area safer, but opponents say they have killed business, figures from liquor. Lockout laws. Lockouts and last drinks, 1:30 a.m. lockouts and 3 a.m. last drinks at hotels, registered clubs, nightclubs and licensed karaoke bars within the lockout area. Temporary bans, at 48 hours for troublemaker sales ban, of shots and doubles. And you can't buy more than 4 drinks at a time after midnight, and 2 drinks after 2 amid scanners are mandatory for every venue in designated areas. Liquor licenses, 2-year freeze on approvals for new and existing licensee fines of up to $11,000 and or jail for 12 months for failure to comply with the new laws. Revoking of competency cards and disqualifications, up to 12 months, for bar staff breaching responsible service of alcohol requirements. On Monday, a parliamentary report by the Joint Select Committee on Sydney's nighttime economy advised the state government to lift the lockout laws in the CBD but keep them in King's Cross. NSW Premier Gladys Berejiklian, who has previously expressed her support for ditching CBD lockouts, said her government would soon respond to the report. We always need to find the right balance between community safety and boosting the nighttime economy, Ms. Berejiklian said in a statement. The report argued the laws, involving a 1:30 a.m. lockout and 3 a.m. last drinks, have damaged Sydney's nighttime business and culture. It recommended the CBD, including Oxford Street, have lockout and last drinks laws repealed, as well as lifting the prohibition on alcohol shots after midnight. It also called for the extension of bottle shop trading hours by 1 hour. We can have a vibrant nighttime economy, grab that $16 billion and make it ours. We can do it holding hands with safety for the community, NSW Liberal MLC and Committee Chair Natalie Ward told reporters. However, St. Vincent's Hospital in Darlinghurst, around the corner from King's Cross, said the law's cancellation would result in renewed violence. The hospital said it had treated 60% fewer facial fractures, 20% fewer eye fractures and 25% fewer alcohol poisoning cases since the 2014 implementation of lockout laws. Keep Sydney Safe, which represents NSW doctors, police, nurses and paramedics, also expressed disappointment with the report's findings. Campaign spokesman Dr. Tony Serra said on Monday the group would keep a record of every assault and death that follows any repeal of CBD lockouts. This is a report that offers only flimsy arguments for bringing back heightened alcohol consumption, Dr. Serra said in a statement. We are very, very conscious of the very real likelihood that assaults in the public, assaults on emergency services workers will increase. The Bureau of Crime Statistics and Research in August found non-domestic assaults dropped 53% in King's Cross and 4% in the CBD since the lockout laws were introduced. But in the same period, assaults rose by 30% at alternative